What if the solution to supervillains was more sinister than we thought? James Gunn's Peacemaker Season 2 doesn't just deliver explosive action and laugh-out-loud humor, it drops a bombshell that could reshape the DC universe. But here's where it gets controversial. The introduction of Salvation, a prison planet in another dimension, raises ethical questions that even Gunn himself admits are murky. Is it a genius solution to an unmanageable problem? Or a morally bankrupt act disguised as pragmatism? Let's dive in. One of the most impressive feats of Peacemaker Season 2 is how seamlessly it balances being a standalone story and a critical piece of the DCU puzzle. At its core, the season follows Christopher Smith, John Cena, on his journey of self-improvement, grappling with his violent past and striving to become a better person. It's a character arc that feels both personal and universal, making Chris's struggles relatable even in a world of metahumans and interdimensional threats. But this is the part most people miss. While Chris's story takes center stage, the season quietly sets the stage for seismic shifts in the DCU. Take Lex Luthor's Nicholas Hoult cameo, for instance. Brief but impactful, it's not just fan service. It's a deliberate move to establish Luthor's role in Man of Tomorrow. And then there's Salvation, the prison planet discovered by Luthor's henchmen. On the surface, it's a solution to the metahuman problem, a place to exile those who can't be contained by Earth's prisons. But as Gunn explains in an interview with Boba Talks, it's not as cut and dried as it seems. It's not meant as a punishment, Gunn clarifies. It's just to get them the hell away from our planet so they quit bothering us. Sounds reasonable, right? Except Salvation isn't exactly a tropical paradise. It's home to terrifying creatures, as hinted in the season finale. So while Argus and Rick Flag Sr., Frank Grillo, might not see it as punishment, the reality is far more grim. And this raises a troubling question. Is exile to a dangerous planet ethical, even if it's for the greater good? Here's where the controversy deepens. In the comics, Salvation has a rich and complex history, often tied to morally ambiguous decisions by organizations like Argus. Gunn tries to downplay the political undertones of Peacemaker and other DCU titles, but the parallels to real-world issues are hard to ignore. Exiling metahumans to another dimension feels eerily similar to Luthor's tactics in Superman, where he deported political enemies. Is this just another form of punishment, or a necessary evil in a world where Arkham Asylum and Belle Reve are practically revolving doors for supervillains? And this is the part that'll spark debate. Is Salvation a brilliant solution or a moral failure? On one hand, it addresses a legitimate problem, metahumans breaking out of prison and wreaking havoc. On the other, it ignores due process and sends individuals to a place where they're at the mercy of monstrous creatures. Gunn insists it wasn't intended as a death sentence, but the line between exile and execution feels dangerously thin. What do you think? Is Salvation a necessary evil or a step too far? One thing's for sure. Salvation is poised to play a major role in the DCU's future, especially with Flag and Argus pulling the strings. Its comic book history ensures it won't just be a footnote, but a game changer. So, as you binge Peacemaker on HBO Max, keep an eye on Salvation. It's not just a planet. It's a powder keg of ethical dilemmas waiting to explode. What would you do if you were in Flag's shoes? Let us know in the comments.